Good morning, guys. Good morning. The topic of today would be, how do you know your relationship is unhealthy? Um, I put, when you both can't communicate. If you can't communicate with the one you love, that is really unhealthy. That's not good. And when you feel like you're the only one committed to the relationship, that is definitely not good. When you are on their schedule, that's not good at all. If they're always late, that is not good. You can feel, if you feel like they're lying to you, that's definitely not good. Um, if they're acting strange, if you feel like you have to do everything for them, that's definitely unhealthy. If you're spending more money than you're spending time with them, that's not good. If they remind you what they did for you, if you have to find out anything like going through their phone or searching and sneaking through their items, that's very unhealthy. If you rarely see them, missing important dates, if they're always making excuses, feeling unwanted, if it becomes abusive, you definitely need to seek professional help. If you feel like you're being controlled, if you feel like that, that's not good. Feeling very hurt. If you're very hurt about what they did, then it's time to kind of consider maybe even being by yourself for a while. If you're not pretty enough, if you saying I don't feel pretty enough, like I have to get up and dress like I'm at the ball for them, then that's unhealthy. Feeling unworthy. If you feel like you're unworthy in a relationship, that is definitely not good. Um, Me myself was in a lot of unhealthy relationships, and I'm not just talking about a boyfriend and a girlfriend type of thing. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about all types of relationships put together. And sometimes it could be unhealthy when you are doing everything or when you are spending more of your money than you're actually spending time with them. Um, I know for me, when I've dated, it has been a ball. It's been a long route. But I'm proud to say one thing about me. If I know that something's not good for me, eventually I will leave. Some people think that when they see people saying that they're leaving that person and they still with them, well, let me tell you something. If they're still with the person and they're not leaving, it's that's because they really hoping they change and they see they not, so they really just need to go get the professional help so that they can leave. Most people don't leave abusive and mental abuse relationships. They don't. And so they have to really have the great support system to really help them get out. So if you see a friend, I was one of those people, where you see them keep dating this person and you're actually concerned about them, then try your best to get them some help because they are not going to get out and they need a good support system because most people who say they're going to leave this relationship, they're not. Unhealthy is unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel pretty enough from your mate, then it's time to find someone that you know because you should never ever feel unpretty. You know what I'm saying? You should never feel like you have to wake up and be something you're not for your mate to notice you. If the mate lost interest in you, then the mate need to be honest with you. Most people who date or even in marriages, they don't tell the truth of what they really want. And so they got you in this relationship with them all these years and they're not telling you what they're going to really do. Disappointments really could really be unhealthy and it really could show you and you could really feel the disappointments in your life. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I've learned is watching everything in a relationship. And if I feel if it's kind of funny, then I am now being straightforward with them and letting them know that first off, I'm going to see other people because maybe you being around other people, you can kind of see what you really want. And I'm not talking about just going dating other people, but I'm saying don't keep yourself so cooped in this relationship. Get you some friends. You know what I'm saying? Some good friends. Take yourself out on break sometimes and see if this works. And if it's not working for you, then leave. You know, because I've learned over the years when I was in relationships and people left me, I thank God that they did leave me because I was able to be strong. I was able to kind of see who I am and what I did wrong. When people leave you personally, it leaves you to think about what you did wrong and what you can fix. And so for me, when I was left, I just realized that I was a bit angry fuss box, you know. And sometimes if you yell and scream a lot, that's because you done saw your family do it so long, you followed them. But you don't be what you see, you be who you are. And so for me, I'm working on being myself now and trying to control the anger that was built up over years and trying to help myself get to where I need to go. I'm more of a self person, you know, so when I have emotional problems going on, I try to do it myself. I did go to counseling and it worked out for me. But I tried to I got the information, and then what I did was apply it, and I started doing this every day to where now this is great therapy for me because every day I'm accountable to tell people about what I do in my life so that I can let them know what they can achieve in their life. You know, they can get out of these things so they can go towards their goals. Marquetta the Life Speaker, it really does mean a lot to me because even though it's so hard to get up every day and do this, you know, I am a single mother of two. It is hard to get on the videos and you know you got kids running around, you know your kids want something and they might be talking through the middle of the video or whatever the case may be. But I try my best to get on here every day. You know what I'm saying? Even sometimes I might be tired. Sometimes I might be exhausted. But I challenge myself to get on here every day because if it's something that you really see yourself doing to encourage people who have different emotions or encourage people who dealt with what they dealt with and encouraging them to know that they can still do their dreams, why not? This to me means a lot to me, you know, for me to get on YouTube, for me to create my own blog and let everybody know that this is what I'm doing for myself. Whether I fail at this business or I make it, I just know that I'm so proud I'm really proud of myself actually for being determined to do this, you know, because not a lot of people really even care about people's emotions, yet alone getting on here and telling them what they've been through in their life. So for me, I am trying to be healthy and refrain away from unhealthy things in general. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in a whole lot of stuff and now everything is completely new. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. And even though the old is knocking at my door, I'm still trying my best to remain new. New is better. You know, my the game we played, that it was really a good topic yesterday because I was serious about that. I just want to be on the positive game, not the negative. I want to be on the positive side because when you always been used to things wrong your whole life, that is unhealthy. And I have improved tremendously with not always feeling like something's going to go wrong. So I've learned about being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? And I might fail in this, but it's okay because at least I know that I did something that a lot of people don't do. Tell a story. And even if people don't want to hear me, even though I know the other day, I was trying to encourage people on their page and there was a lot of depressed people. Some people don't want the help. But you know what? You continue to still be there and pray for them that they get the help that they need. Because for me, I love to help people with their emotions. I do. Because back then, no one helped me. They told me suck it up and move on. But that's not how it works. That is not how it works, And that's what I was told. When my dad died, pretty much suck it up. When my mom blood was all over me, suck it up, And people didn't seem to care about me, and I could feel it. And so my courage was go ahead and let everybody know what you're doing and let them know what you're doing so you can give them hopes for their future and let them know what you achieve and let them know what you're doing every day of your life. Everything that I talk to you guys about this is current. It's not this is an everyday thing. This is reality. It is a reality show for me. And so encourage yourself every day and be careful. Be in great courage though. Always. It is hard, but you can do it because I did. And I'm still am. I have my moments and you'll see it on the videos. I'll cry right in front of you. I am not scared. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like so many people, they so hypocritical, They ain't real. They don't really tell you the real story so that you can move on. It's too many religious people, throwing things out there instead of really being real about how they really overcame these things or how they still in it, but they're trying to get through it. And so for me, I'm trying to get through these things. And when I went to college for 8 weeks, when my kids were in school and my daughter had behavior problems when I went, then I went to counseling for 2 weeks and my daughter was having behavior problems and I went. That's huge. Because to me, I went to a quick shop, a quick care for myself. And I didn't let nobody stop me. And when no one didn't want to help me or nobody wanted to support me, I still did what I had to do. And, for me, I don't give up. And when people tell me, oh, well, you don't know how it feels. They don't know who they're talking to. Somebody who hold their dad and they're dead now. That's her best friend. And she hold their dad, that's unhealthy, right? But she's sitting here encouraging you. You should be really, really, really grateful for what you got. Because there ain't too many of us left. Just remember that. So when I've been told, you don't know how it feels and you don't know, I'm here to tell you I do know. Because there ain't no way somebody will be sitting here on camera and she got 2 kids and she talking to you about her life. So you better be grateful for what you have. You better be very grateful. Marquetta the light speaker. I'll be back and I'll be a little bit more nicer. Thank you and have a very great day.